Hello. I'm at a part of my day to where I'm able to pause just for a moment. Um, and I'm sitting here at like a really busy intersection, and it's not how I plan to start the video, but I'm sitting here thinking one thing I like to do. I don't get a lot of time to do, but I like to do is people watch. It sounds like you're doing nothing, and sometimes doing nothing can really be excuse me, it can be doing a lot. um I come across a lot of videos that talk about meditation, and meditation is, I don't know, it's kind of hard for me based on, I guess, what others define it as, but I prefer the term of sitting still. Just sitting still. Like the past 2 or 3 nights, I'll sit still with my thoughts. I should probably start taking notes. I don't know. I get some wild thoughts or conversations. I don't know. Some weird things happen when I've sat still the past 2 nights. Anyways, I'm sitting here, sitting still, people watching. Something I thought only old people do. But I think as I'm gonna say mature, then silence can be golden, or just sitting still can really be golden. However, that's not the reason I was making this video. I just wanted to make a quick video, as in, I don't know. I usually wake up to like a YouTube video, and I think either this morning or last night, it was something about like stop giving your power away. And I think that's big for a lot of people. Stop giving your power away. I think a big one that a lot of people struggle with, one I think I tend to struggle with, is I have a couple people in my life right now that they're very combative, and I think it's a huge test for me. And my 8-year-old has even told me, she's like, just don't say anything. Just say okay. Like, don't go back and forth. And I feel like I've tried that before, but I feel like one of the individuals is a narcissist, which is not an excuse, but one of the individuals is a narcissist. When you try to ignore them, it's like the situation gets worse. But saying all that to say, I am in a place now, like my last video, I have more awareness. So I am in a position to take my power back. And sometimes by taking your power back, it's in saying nothing. Sometimes it's in like not even being seen. It's like being in hermit mode, which is basically you keep to yourself. It's cool to become a recluse. I haven't mastered it the way I would love to. Like, I would love to just, I guess, be in the house for like a week, in a positive way. I cancel out anything negative, that will put me in the house for a week solid. I would like for it to be pleasant and voluntary. I'll put it that way. So I always put it out there. Be careful what you ask for, because it can happen. But no, back to, stop giving your power away. The reason I would like to be indoors, or in the house for like a week, is not having to deal with like outside energy just for a short period of time. Excuse me. It tends to work better for me. Usually there's a song that channels in my head each and every day. Sometimes for a few days, maybe for a week, the song may stay the same. And the song right now, one of the songs right now is Gnarls Barkley, Crazy, and CeeLo Green from Goody Mob, one of the members. I don't know if everybody recalls, but go look up the lyrics. When this song came out, I hated the song. I don't know what it was. I think so many people were singing it that it became like so like overly popularized, if that's even a term. But it's just like, I don't know, it was like one of those songs. I felt like it was thrown at me and it was weird. And I was just like, excuse me. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it at the time until I think there's another artist. I get his name wrong, but it's like Ray LaMontagne or something. Look it up on YouTube. Like last name LaMonGnte, something to that effect. But when he came out with it, he slowed it down, and I took more of a liking to it, which is so weird because I'm a big CeeLo Green fan. But when the second artist, Ray, did a cover, I enjoyed the song a lot more, and it had a different meaning. I'm gonna read just I'm just gonna summarize, because I dare you just to go listen to the song. When you think you're having a bad day, go listen to the song Crazy. And just to paraphrase, what the chorus changes. It changes from, does that make me crazy? Repeated 3 times. It's like, does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. Then it changes to, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy, just like me. And then it ends with, but maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe we're crazy. Probably. And so, I don't know. I used to envy people according to what their lives looked like. And I would think that they had it all together, and I would think that mine was always a wreck. But I've learned that no one truly has it together. Or maybe we think we have it together at certain times, but no one truly has it all together or truly figured out. I think there are ways to find more peace, more peace and more happiness. There are. But I'm mentioning this song is because now I tend to laugh at people that think they're normal. Like, I'm the black sheep, and I created this channel for the underdogs, the ones that ultimately come out on top. Some of us struggle. I really don't like to use the word struggle. Some of us have such challenging lives that I feel like it's more on a spiritual level. Like, some people have lives to where a lot of physical things tend to go wrong. I feel like I'm starting to see mine as in, it felt like physical things were going wrong, but then it turned into more of a spiritual, because it's like, you know what? Nobody can really see whatever it is you think you're suffering with. And I learned recently that it's kind of like anxiety and a bad thought only exists and cause more pain because you replay it. Normally you can have a bad moment or a tough thought, and it's not so bad if you care to find a solution. But if you stay stuck in it and you repeat it and repeat it and repeat it over in your head, it actually tends to grow. The same way you could do with a positive thought. You can do the exact same thing with a positive thought, as in, check out a few of my beginning videos with robotic affirmations. Simply just repeating something over and over and over will reprogram you, whether you believe it or not. Just keep saying it over and over and over and over to yourself. But no, back to the crazy part, and building this channel. It's to us misfits, to those that look a little different. And maybe I don't look a little different to you, but as the channel grows, one thing I feel to be very true is the more that I post, the more. My life has never really been dull. I wish I would have posted a long time ago. I was just simply afraid. So I'm posting now. I'm really excited. I am nervous, but excited, I should have started a long time ago. I don't know. Another thing I would like to read is the Steve Jobs quote. And it's saying, he said, here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs and the square holes, the ones who see things differently. That's always been me, like a contrarian at heart. They're not fond of rules. I find a way to break every rule that I possibly can. I mean, seriously, it's not even that I do it on purpose. I'm always looking for a loophole because I always know there's a way out. I know there's an alternative. I do. But back to what he said. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. I always tell my 8-year-old mediocrity is overrated, and we got enough people that are mediocre. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify them, or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. As much as I've tried to make people ignore me or try to go unseen, it doesn't happen. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. We see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Now go and look it up. Steve Jobs, I believe, I don't know, he made that at some graduation. That was a speech he gave at a commencement speech. Go look it up, read it, sit on it, post it, print it out, and just read it so that it's uninterrupted and take it all in. As in, I promise we all have some sort of crazy in each and every one of us. Like sort of closing out, I feel like each of our journeys are different. No two are the same. Maybe that's a beauty in life, if I've ever found one, is that it seems like every single person's life is different. And the reason I bring that up is that I had a friend the other day, and she's always like, I don't know, talking about like she's obsessed with what her siblings are doing or aren't doing, almost like they're in competition. But she has a very competitive mindset. It's so weird. It's weird because she always talks about this one sibling, I don't know, this one sister. And I'm like, isn't it funny how two people can grow up with the same parents but have totally different experiences? And she's like, yeah, you know, my sister claims I got it this way, I got it good, I did this, I did that. And I didn't say a word. Like, you're not going to change, she's not going to change her sister's mind on her experience. And her sister, really, I don't think is even trying to change her mind. It's a weird obsession to me that her siblings always come up, especially when it comes to her parents. It's a competition. It's so weird. But each of our stories are different. You may run into people with similar situations. There are commonalities between a lot of us. Really, we could help another if we just simply talk more. Like, you're never alone. We simply just need to sometimes talk more, share more. Sometimes we talk too much, overshare. But for the most part, I mean, we're never alone, really, in what we're going through. But back to like the point I'm making. All of our lives are different. The journeys are different. We value different things. Everyone doesn't value money. Some people value family more. Some people value their peace. Some people value things. Some people value their plants, their hobbies, Some people value vanity. I mean, it is what it is. I like to think of it as, I don't know, maybe, sometimes past lives. Maybe something happened in the past life, I don't know, that causes us to be obsessed with certain things in this life. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We all have different obsessions. We all have different vices. No need in trying to put another one down because our struggle isn't their struggle and their struggle isn't our struggle. Like, no two journeys or struggles I feel like could ever be compared. But perception is everything. Perception will change where you are now. Perception can put you in a bad place, or it can take you out of one. But you have to be willing and you have to be aware of what can I change. And a lot of times it's just a feeling that we're after. Even when it comes to thinking, oh, if I just had $1 million, if I could just win the lottery. A lot of times it's about a feeling. We're trying to get to a place of what we believe to be happy. That money would bring us happiness. We feel like it would solve all of our problems. Which is not always true. But, that's just one of the things I see. I saw another video this morning, and it was about, this guy saying, the world doesn't make sense. The world doesn't make sense. I think that sense, when we say make sense is just off of what we've always known to be true, or what we've been told, or what we've been programmed. So for that sake, I'm kind of back to the crazy part of things don't make sense. And for the fact that things don't make sense, there is beauty in that. So here's a little exercise. I think I may have mentioned it in another video, but here's to let you know how powerful you are, how you can change your situation. And this exercise proves to me one or two things. Either you're psychic and you can tell the future, and or you have power to manipulate or create your future. So I've done this exercise maybe about 3 times. The last time I did it, it really, stuck out because I was listening to a video and somebody said, do it. And I was like, I did that before. Let me do it again. Just to, prove I'm in more control than what I believe. So you visualize something. Just visualize something really random, really crazy, and watch it pop up. Focus on it just for a second, maybe a couple of minutes, or keep repeating it. Just something totally random, something you do not think would just pop up out of anywhere. It will show up. It will show up. Like when you least expect it, it will show up. So my thing was, I wanted to see, I don't know, something about a pet hospital or something. I wanted to see an advertisement. It was weird. I wanted to see an advertisement for a pet hospital, but I wanted it to have a dog on it. So what's weird, I started driving down this one street and I started to see pet hospitals, veterinarian offices out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh, wow, it's happening faster than I thought. And I never saw one with a dog on it. So I had to count it out. I was like, don't cheat it. Just wait. Then maybe a couple days later, I'm going down the highway and I see an advertisement for something about medical or insurance or something about a pet hospital, but it had a dog on it. And like, that was my sign. It was on the 18-wheeler and it was everything that I asked to see. The other one that really blew my mind, I think this may have been like the first or second time I did it, out of my head, I was like, I want to see a blue cactus. A blue cactus. I've never seen a blue cactus. I don't even know if they exist. A blue cactus. It didn't happen right away, but I know it happened in less than a month. I totally forgot about it. Let me tell you where I saw a blue cactus. It was so weird. I was looking for the little item you use to clean your toilet. So I get to searching online for one of the items, you know, to clean the inside of the toilet bowl. And one pops up, and it's a blue rubber cactus. And I was like, wow, it's real. Like, as random as it was, it blew my mind. And I was like, you know, things, they come true. Like, our words really do have power. Our thoughts have power. I didn't even have to sit on it that long. I just simply believed that if I thought of something random, it has to show up. It absolutely has to show up. So I thought this video was going to be like 10 minutes. If you skip to the end, or if you made it to the end, the point of the video was simply to stop giving your power away. Stop giving your power away. Stop giving your power away. That's simple.